Today's video we're going to be reviewing the skid steer grapple bucket attachment from TMG Industrial. This is a GB72, a 72 inch. This is a solid steel bottom. This is not a skeleton grapple. So first thing we're going to do, this is how I get it in the crate delivered to me. I'm going to unbox the crate. It's pretty simple. So I'm going to do a quick unboxing and then we'll get right into the review. You'll see me using my favorite unboxing technique, which is brute force with the machine. I try to do as much as I can being lazy. Now that we've got it out of the crate, this doesn't come with connectors, so I'm going to throw some quick connects on there. These are just universal and get right to the video of using it in the field. I recently took down some trees, so I figured what better time to use this new attachment than let's pick up some sticks and some branches and logs and whatnot. And this is uneven terrain. I'm kind of messing with the controls here and just grabbing as many sticks as I can. It's working pretty good. It's cutting through the brush and squeezing down and grabbing all kinds of crap. Sure beats the old tractor or forks, a regular bucket. You can see I'm grabbing like 5 or 6 big sticks at a time, and it's doing a pretty good job. Pretty happy with it. The controls on this bucket are really simple. You've just got 2 hydraulic rams. So the simplest of skid steers or even front end loaders can use this bucket. You're simply pushing hydraulic fluid in and hydraulic fluid out to open and close. I noticed they do open and close slightly different speeds, but it's hardly noticeable. It's not a big deal in the field. You're talking fractions of a second difference when you're opening and clamping. So very simple design, just open and close, simple trigger or thumb button can work, or even with a tractor you could add on front end loader hydraulics for, I think it's like $150 now is all. I'm going to get into the design of the bucket quite a bit more in my final walkthrough, but I'm showing a quick time lapse here throwing a bunch of sticks into this bucket. And this grapple bucket has a little bit different side design that I'll show you in a better video of a close-up walk around. But this is what I was using it for because it has this different design, and it's one of my favorite things about this grapple bucket is just quite a bit more uses by being able to do this. So I threw in this video to show you that you can just throw in a bunch of random sticks, and the sides of the bucket are not so deep that you can't fit anything in there, which is really frustrating when you've got a great piece of equipment, but the confines of the bucket are just too thick and not wide enough. And like I said, I'll show you a little bit more in a different close-up from the side as to what I mean by this, but refer back to this quick scene here as to what I'm talking about. One of the last things I used this for was moving some of the big logs that I had put down. So these are big, heavy logs, and you can really, ram it in there and clamp down. It's got a ton of clamping force. It's got a 3,000 pound capacity, so that's way more than my little Cat 247 can lift. Plenty of grunt. You can see it's moving these great big logs with ease. Alright, so here's some things to look at. Notice how we got a little bit of pinch in the line, and the reason for that is my bucket comes up. These are really long, and they come all the way down into here. And see how I kind of tore this up is because it's actually getting pinched in here. So learned this the hard way. Yeah, hard way. Definitely not how it's supposed to be.
that when you get this, need to tie these lines up so that they aren't getting down in here, because when you're moving around, you're not really watching these lines. Um, I do like that there's some protection here. You can see it's like decently thick. I mean, you hit something, it's gonna bend easy, but it does protect these fittings, which are nice because these are really easy to break off on a grapple bucket. Um, this thing's super stout. I could see that if you really hit something at an angle, I think these would bend. That's pretty thick steel, but like I said, these machines are really strong with skid steer. I got it on my little skid steer right now, but I bet you I could bend this thing pretty easy if I wanted to. So another thing that I really like about this is a really shallow side bucket. So you saw me grabbing logs and whatnot with it. It's definitely not a log grapple, but it worked really good for grabbing sticks and stuff. And when you've got a really thick side bucket, you can't fit a ton of things in, especially if they're longer, like sticks and logs. So I think this is a really great overall machine. One other thing that I did is I adjusted this fitting slightly over. It came straight back, but what happened was when you lift this all the way up, depending on the machine you have, see, like Bobcat and John Deere go straight down, but a Cat has a little bit of an angle, so that when this is coming back and the bucket is tilted, you'll break this right off. And so I tilted it just a little bit to the side so that I wouldn't hit that. So there's a couple, design tweaks that could make this thing a lot better, but considering the price is less than half of what like a name brand like Cat or Bobcat grapple bucket would be, this is a killer deal. I'm really happy with it.